The Department of Homeland Security is defending its new policy of using polygraph tests, also known as lie detector tests, to investigate employees suspected of leaking information about immigration raids. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said that they've identified 2 suspected leakers and already plan to prosecute them. Noem also told Face the Nation the move is necessary for the Trump administration to continue to carry out these raids.
Anyone who is leaking information outside of how something is planned for the safety of those law enforcement officers needs to be held accountable for that.
And you're going to continue these polygraphing?
Absolutely.
Let's bring in Blake McConnell. He's a polygraph expert with the forensic consulting firm Park Dietz and Associates. He was previously a polygraph manager and examiner with the FBI. Thank you for being here. My first question to you is, do we have precedent for the U.S. government using these tests on its own employees?
Well, the U.S. government has used polygraph testing to screen employees in applicant situations, law enforcement officers mainly, and those in the intelligence community who have access to highly classified information, top secret compartmented information. So it's not unusual that the government uses this polygraph testing. The difference here is that these polygraph examinations are going to be used to determine whether someone is not leaking classified information, but it sounds like this would be controlled information that is law enforcement sensitive. So it's, for example, it's illegal to provide classified information outside of the government, but it is a policy violation to provide controlled, unclassified information to someone such as the news media.
Okay, so that's an interesting policy differentiation there, because we do know that those 2 leakers, according to Noem, will be prosecuted. Everyone has probably seen a polygraph test in movies or TV. How do they actually work, and how accurate are they?
Well, that's a thorny issue. It's hotly debated whether polygraph is, you can put a number up to it as far as accuracy goes. In general, research has revealed that polygraph testing is about 85% accurate. Of course, it's not used in most courtrooms. There are certain situations where it can be, but the government has been using these as a screening tool for years.
As we mentioned, Secretary Noem said the DHS has plans to prosecute 2 suspected leakers. So would federal prosecutors be able to use polygraph tests in court?
No, they wouldn't. It would just be based on whatever they have done. The polygraph test results would not be admissible. And as far as the information that was leaked, it sounds like that would be a policy violation, right? Which it's easy to fire an employee for a policy violation, but it would be difficult to prosecute someone for disseminating this controlled information, I would think. I'm not an attorney, but right, they may have a hard time doing that unless they can prove that the employee did this knowing it could cause harm to someone, and it did.
All right. Well, Blake McConnell, we appreciate your expertise. Thank you.
Thank you.